Hey gamers! Do you want to play video games but have no one to play with? Fear no more! This is Hunt, my prototype for a mobile app that helps you find gaming partners according to your taste in games and the platforms you play. Hunt is for gamers and I designed it to look as if you're holding a game controller or a Nintendo Switch, if you may. The use of game controller buttons in an app which is not a game is a novelty of my project. Most similar partner-finding mobile apps use taps and touch gestures. Specifically, swiping right and left has become Tinder's signature, and a lot of other apps follow the same trend. In Hunt, while working with the app, users only touch the gray controller buttons and the rest of the screen doesn't interact with touch gestures and must be navigated with the controller buttons. Navigating in my design is done via the controller arrow keys on the bottom left. Selecting options and buttons is done by tapping on the Select Controller button on the bottom right. With the navigation and selection buttons, you can activate options and select them. Now let's look at Hunt. When I first open Hunt, I need to create an account. After entering my personal and gaming information, such as my games, platforms, and bio, I land on the main screen, where I can browse between gamers with the controller arrow keys and see what games they play on what platforms. Also, I can see each gamer's rating. If I like to view their full profile, I select them with the Select button. Here I can read Bottled Ninja's bio and see when he is usually available to play. Since the option More is already active, I can go down to see the names of the games he plays. If I decide that I want to play with Bottled Ninja, then I go right and select the Connect button. I need to wait for Bottled Ninja to connect with me, and then we can send messages to each other. By the way, the in-app sound effects can be turned on for a better user experience. Now let's say that I want to check my inbox. By clicking on the controller inbox button, I am directed to the messages screen. I select the active message thread and I go to the chat screen with Lightweight Sumo Wrestler. This is the only page where I don't have the controller buttons. I made this page look like a typical messaging app. Here, Lightweight Sumo Wrestler has sent me a game session request. I can interact with this request and accept or reject it. When I accept it, I am directed to the game session schedule, where I can see that the new session has been added to the schedule. Now I'm looking forward to playing this game with my pal. 3 hours after I play Mortal Kombat with Lightweight Sumo Wrestler, Hans asks us both to rate each other. This is how the star rating on our profile pages is calculated. I rate him 5 stars and I want to set up another gaming session with him. So I go to the chat again and tap on the game session button and set up another one. Now, let's say that I want to write a new message to one of my pals. I go to the messages and go up to activate the new button and select it. I choose this online pal and then select him to enter the chat screen. When I tap on the text box, the keyboard pops up and I can start writing.